everybody? Welcome back to Occults Receivable. Anthony here with Theresa.
Hello.
And take a look. We've got a whole new layout going right now. It's me, and hopefully sooner rather than later, I will be adding Theresa to this. So
For
you
now, I'm
guys,
just a disembodied voice. It's
you're
fine.
just a voice in my head, which is okay. You're a voice in my head that everyone else can hear. But today we're starting where the water tastes like wine. So Theresa, you're the one that recommended this to me. Um, why don't you walk me through what it's about? Aside from this, this super great Skellyman here.
Well, we get to be the super great Skellyman.
We're a Skellyman?
We are a Skellyman. We are trekking and hitchhiking and train hopping our way across the great continental USA, collecting stories and meeting people and having a melancholy good time. Hey, Loop.
Hey, Loop. Okay, so we're gonna begin anew. Yeah, I want to begin anew because I want to start this thing from scratch. Oh, thank you, Loop. I'm glad you approve. Oh shit! Looks like we're in a card game. Are we playing cards with the devil, with Satan?
No,
Okay. Well,
we're just playing
with a
cards.
bird.
Fallen
Whoa.
and you're weary from travel. Stars fill the sky above, and in front of you is a brightly lit wooden house, the only building you've seen for days.
Okay. Someone dropped a feather onto that pile. I don't know if I could ante up with a
You
feather.
walk toward the house, hearing the sounds of laughter and talk as you reach the door and push it open.
I'm going to enter.
Hi, Rio.
Hey, Rio. Oh my god. This art is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's
You
a
sit down
bird.
and join the game. It's a cheap buy-in, and not many of the other players are very good.
Oh shit. We're gonna
The
fleece
lady
these people.
fiddling with dice gets good cards, but has no real strategy. The man to your right seems to just hold on to the highest cards he has, regardless of suit or any consideration.
Someone doesn't know how to play poker. Who else is here?
The man in gray across from you, though, he's good. He already had the largest pile of coins when you bought in, and while your winnings grow quickly, you can't quite catch him.
So, I mean, that's a wolf head, right? Like, that's
Yeah.
very clearly wolf. Okay.
That's fine.
It's fine.
This is normal.
One by
Yeah.
one, the other players leave the table, sometimes with pique or with wry humor, leaving their winnings with you or the man in gray.
Damn. This voice, I would listen to this voice forever.
Hey, Aunt, guess what? We
What?
get to.
I know. I'm just saying, like, there's something. It's that really, really, like, not so much rasp, but there's some graveliness to it. That
Uh-huh.
it feels so good in the ear holes.
You know who it reminds me of?
Who?
My sad lizard husband from Mass Effect.
Oh my god, you're right. Okay, everyone's throwing in their stuff. There's a
Yeah,
that was,
yeah.
that was a bird person over there. They probably put in the feather.
Yeah. Harmonica. Pocket watch.
Pocket watch. All right. Oh shit! That's one of the
Oh,
best
shit.
hands you could get.
Oh, he angry.
Finally, it's just you and the man in gray. He looks at you, full of humor, and winks. Last hand,
Oh, I'm in, but not because I only have one choice,
he deals,
but because
you
this is what I
draw.
want.
And look at your hand. It's good. It's great. The best hand, in fact. A royal straight flush. Spades. Aces high.
Yeah, I don't think there actually is anything that can beat that hand.
But the man
Yeah.
in gray pushes forward his whole pile. You're not sure exactly how much it is, but it's more than you've got. You can't match that.
Oh, he anteed up, so I have to fold. God damn it.
The man in gray stops you. Now, if you like, I'll let you wager your word. I know you'll be good for it. Just promise you'll pay the debt. however I ask.
That is... Nothing could go wrong. I'm going to check my cards again.
Clearly, we have a good hand.
We have the best hand. I'm going to check my
Yeah.
cards, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. All spades.
All right. You've got my word.
Mm-hmm.
The man in gray smiles. All right, then. I'll call.
Oh. What is he... Okay. We got all those sweet-ass fucking cards. Oh, okay. Just drop that blood on that harmonica. All right.
That's fine. That's fine.
Wait, that was my hand.
Wait, what happened to our cards?
Did he switch them with tarot cards? That wily son of a bitch.
Less like a wolf and more like a fox.
Oh, shit.
Well, your luck wasn't so good, was it? That's quite the hand, but not for the game we're playing.
I
I'm
love the
afraid
voice acting
you
in
owe
this.
me. Your life, sure. But more than that, your labor.
Okay, I have to share this fun trivia with you.
Please do.
Our Wolfman here,
Uh-huh.
it's Sting.
That's fucking Sting?
That's fucking Sting.
Holy
Hillary, don't worry. The tarot cards are an integral part of this game.
Okay.
You see, this land is built on stories. It's one big story, this country, woven of many small ones. Few of the small ones are strictly
Okay,
true.
you know, I can hear it.
The
It
big
is, I
story
do hear Sting.
is mostly a lie.
Mostly because it is Sting, but I do hear Sting.
Yes.
All the stories and songs and myths and legends start somewhere, with a seed. As they're told and retold and passed around, they grow and change to become the stories we know.
Okay.
To pay your debt to me, you'll be carrying stories, finding the seeds first and then spreading them, telling them onwards so they can begin gaining strength. This is no light task. Stories are heavy. Most of the stories you'll find will be smaller seeds. They might be true, but they'll grow wild and unbelievable with the telling. The more important stories are the true ones, the ones people will tell you about their own lives. Those often get lost in the weaves of the big story. The more true stories you can find and tell, the more you can weave that truth into the big story.
Okay.
Tarnish it a bit, perhaps, but isn't a dingy and battered truth better than a shining lie?
I really like that line.
Now, go ahead. You tell me a story. I'll trade you some information about your task.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Death, change. So we got the Tower, Wheel of Fortune, Zawado, Justice, and Three of Staves. So, what am I doing? Am I picking a card to play as my story?
I mean, essentially, basically, just pick one, and he'll tell you a little bit more about what we're doing.
Okay. Then you know what? I'm gonna start with the Three of Staves.
All right.
Tell the story of the northbound train blinking its giant eye as it crawls through the night. Okay. Justice. Tell the story of the endless series of doors of different kinds, each leading only to more doors. Ooh. The World. Tell the story of the parting of a cloud of fog to reveal a brief glimpse of a land of promise and plenty. Wheel of Fortune. Tell the story of tossing a pair of bone dice on a blood-red velvet table. They come up snake eyes and wink at you. Oh, goddamn. And the Tower. Tell the story of a black and gray city where every building is filled with desiccated corpses. Oh, these sound awesome.
Okay, I may be misremembering what we're doing here. We might just have to exit. We will find these stories as we wander around.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Oh, never mind. Here
I
we
can
go.
look.
Deepest desires, your greatest wish, heaven? Big Rock Candy Mountain, El Dorado, the promised land, That place just over the ridge where they all say that the water tastes just like the sweetest wine. Well, I don't know where that is.
Thanks, Sting.
It's supposed to be somewhere in this country. Ask the people you meet. They're all searching for the same thing.
Okay. Oh, okay, so he's telling me a little bit about each one, it seems.
Okay, yeah. And then the eye mark's what we've done already.
Okay, so let's start. Let's see here. 3 of staves. The northbound train.
Travel? That's your job. Wander from place to place, gather those stories and spread them.
I think these are the only vocals Sting does.
Bored hearing the same stories over and over. But an old cliche in one state might be a rip-roaring new yarn in another.
Okay. The doors.
You sometimes have to make choices about what kind of story you're finding. Is it a love story or a tragedy?
Okay.
Don't gather too many of one kind, though. This grand story needs variety.
Variety. Okay. Tell me that. Let's do that Wheel of Fortune. Snake eyes.
It's just luck.
Snake eyes.
Funny how bad luck seems to follow the folks who already have problems aplenty.
I mean, yeah.
Yep.
Try your luck out there in this country. See how the dice treat you. It's not all bad. You'll have to work hard, but I'll give you the gift for seeing the true shapes of people.
I can see people shapes. Thank you,
Not
Sting.
many who can do that.
Okay, and finally, the tower.
Mm-hmm.
I'll strip away your flesh to make the journey easier, but still you'll feel pain.
That doesn't sound like easy at all. Okay.
Hunger,
Yeah, it's fine.
weariness, thirst, and despair. They're all part of stories, the part not often told. And death, yes, but don't worry. As long as your task remains, you come back. Go on your way, Seeker. Maybe we'll meet again, or maybe not. Either way, it'll be an experience for you. I'm jealous in some ways.
Then you go. I'll take your skin.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Oh, damn.
Now, as a sort of hint, I guess, this game actually runs a lot better if you're using a controller.
Oh, okay. Well, I will do that on another day then, because I don't have my controller
Yeah.
hooked up.
No worries. Here we go. We're skimming.
Oh, I can whistle?
Yeah.
How am I a whistling skeleton? I don't have lips.
Don't ask questions.
But I
Okay,
okay.
stop walking real quick for me. Okay, so you see that little icon that's bouncing there?
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah. If we approach that and activate it, we'll get a story.
Ooh. All right. I'm gonna search. How do I search? There we go.
Bungalow is being ransacked. There's furniture piled in the front yard, ammunition heaped under the mailbox, and a crowd of clean-cut men ripping apart a car in the driveway.
Strange.
The two heavily armed, mud-caked women leaning over the porch railing share the same bored grin. One shouts at you. Lend a couple innocent gals a cigarette?
They don't shout at me, "Hey, what the fuck is a skeleton doing here?" No?
Apparently, nobody can actually see that you're a skeleton.
Okay. That makes a
It's
little
it's like weird Sting wolf magic.
Oh, it's
Don't
Sting-
question it
oh,
too much.
It's Sting magic. You just have to say it was Sting magic.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? Yeah, sure. I'll give you a cigarette.
Okay.
You are about to hand her a smoke when those men draw pistols and shove you hard into the dirt. You know these girls? They demand.
No, no.
Once they've dumped your bag out into the road, they decide you're harmless. If you were selling booze too, you'd have a lot more cash, sneers one. On the porch behind him, the two bootleggers bootleggers are fingering their empty rifles,
Oh my!
grinning in disappointment.
Alright, fine.
We have now collected a story.
So do we follow this path?
And we can.
Or do we... Oh,
So
I can go to
we're
Canada.
in Maine currently.
I'm gonna go to Canada.
We can't.
I think I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Here
There
I
are no
can-
stories in Canada. Nobody lives there.
What?
It's just moose.
No, there's gotta be stories in Canada.
Just
Come
moose
on!
stories. Sting isn't interested in moose stories. He's a wolf.
But they're probably delicious, Sting.
I mean, probably.
Moose and maple syrup. It's gonna be amazing, Sting. Come on.
Moose bacon drenched in maple syrup.
Oh, press H to view the in-game manual. I guess I'll do that. Your goal is to fulfill your obligation to the wolf by finding all 16 characters scattered over the U.S. and trade stories with them until you earn their trust and finish their story. Okay. By having adventures, you'll begin to collect stories. When you meet characters, they'll ask you for different types of stories. Tragic, hopeful, scary, thrilling, or funny. Remember what sort of adventure you had, and you'll know what type of story you got. Stories will grow and change as you tell them. Once you tell a story to a character, it will be out in the world, and you may encounter someone else who will tell you a better version of it. These better versions will be more entertaining when you tell them to characters, but be sure to tell different stories so that you have a chance to grow them all. The stories you get from characters are wild cards. They will fit any of the 5 categories. However, telling them will not cause them to grow. Use them sparingly as you're giving up a chance to spread other stories. If you want to swap around the stories you tell, you can do that in the inventory. Okay. There are several ways to travel across the U.S. The easiest is walking, but it's slow. You can speed up your walking pace by whistling. Hold down the button and match the notes to keep your spirits and speed up. See controls for more details. Okay. You can also hop a ride on a boxcar. This will get you exactly where you need to go, but runs the risk of getting injured by the railroad cops. To hop a ride, find a train yard.
Yeah, if you get caught, they beat you up.
I am a skeleton.
Yep.
A safer way to travel is hitchhiking. To hitchhike, hold the hitchhike button while standing next to a road with cars on it. Not every car will stop, and they won't always carry you the full distance, but you will be safe. Finally, if you got some cash, you can go to a city and ride the fast, safe passenger trains from place to place. It costs money, but it is the best way to travel. Oh, hey, Noah, thanks for joining us. Characters. Each time you meet a character, you'll have a night to talk with them and exchange stories. If you tell them the kind of stories they want, you'll gain their trust and move forward through their tale. However, there's no penalty to telling them a different story. You will still learn whatever they have to tell you. Okay. Characters have multiple chapters, and when you fully open the eye in the interface, the next time you meet them, you'll move on to their next chapter. When you finish all the chapters, you won't see them again. Each time you finish a night with a character, they will move somewhere else. You can always check the map to see where they are, and they will also show you when they move. Okay, I like that. The inventory holds the mementos you've collected from the characters you met. Once a character trusts you fully, they'll give you something to remember them by, which can be used to travel to where you first met. The inventory screen also has tabs so you can see your stories, a timeline of your adventure, a map of the US, and your progress with each of the characters. Okay, damn, that's great. Okay,
So this is a lot easier to do with the controller. Basically, the whistle function will help you walk a little bit faster.
right.
I messed around with it a little bit on PC, and you want to use the arrow keys to match whatever direction
I
the little note is in.
There we go. Alright. Now we search.
Now we
Off the
search.
road and into the woods, you can't help but come across this package by the old tree tied to a sturdy stick. The cloth wrapping conceals, though not particularly well, something large and softly unsettled. Little eyes blink back at you from inside the bundle.
I mean, I feel like I have to say hello.
Yeah, obviously. That's how you get a
The shape
story.
is a start. Please don't tell my pa that I'm in here, it says in a small voice.
Okay, bye, plot hook. Now, why not?
Pa doesn't want to live with us anymore, but I want to go with him.
Don't tell him, please. I'm hiding.
Ooh, should I look for his dad?
You can. So it doesn't really matter super early on, which is obviously where we are in the game. So if you hover over look for his dad, that's the fool card. If you hover over I won't tell,
Nothing.
I don't remember what that card is. I think that's the Empress.
Okay.
So picking one of these two options will get you a different sort of story.
Okay. I want to look for his dad. I'm interested in that story.
Okay.
His father must have been here at some point.
I do like how there's no
You sure
wrong
can't
answers.
see him now.
There aren't.
Please go. He's coming back any minute, says the boy, growing agitated. He's gonna see you talking to me. Please, go. He only calms down when you leave. You don't see another soul for miles.
Okay.
So I think I will open your inventory and the map and so forth. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so if you want to look at stories, you can see the 16 tarot cards they chose for this game.
Okay. 237 stories? That's so many stories.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so I've got the fool, the boy who ran away with his father in Maine.
And then I think the bootleggers were the tower.
Yeah. The one arrested
Yeah, there they are.
in Maine. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me take a look at the map. There I am.
Well, there we are, big Skellyman. So the cards in your hand at the beginning of the game are some of the tarot cards that were that are involved in the menu here.
Holy shit, this game is huge.
I mean, yeah.
It's the country, I'm aware.
It's America.
It's America. We haven't met anybody. All right.
Yeah.
Let's mosey. Okay, so let's go to Portland. Okay, what's going on here?
What indeed? It's the other Portland. The Portland nobody remembers.
I would like to search.
They
Here we
don't come
go.
every year, you know. The old man is sitting at the edge of a rotting old pier, crooked legs dangling over the water. He watches a pair of seagulls preen and groom each other on a rock just off the shore.
I'm gonna ask why, but let's see what we got. All right. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna ask why.
Okay.
Just when the fishing is gonna be good. He taps great, black, thick globs of spent tobacco out of a huge ceramic pipe.
Ugh.
I got another year, I guess.
One more year of what?
Another year of this town being here, he replies, letting a grin spread across his face. If the seagulls came, that means enough fish to keep it in place.
That's a weird superstition, but sure. Okay.
I mean, they follow the food.
Yeah. Okay, what's over here?
The woman walks the small town square with the poise of Betty Davis. A confident stride and inimitable mannerisms elevating the sidewalk into a plush Hollywood carpet. And wrapped around her neck, a yellow velvet ribbon, bright as an ocean sunrise.
We're gonna ask around.
You question a well-dressed man parked outside an oyster house. Prudish woman. I took her on a fine date and she didn't remove so much as a ribbon. Excuse me, can you step back from the coupe? That's the spirit.
Okay.
You decide to seek a second opinion.
Maybe she don't want to take off her ribbon, dude.
You talk with a waitress smoking outside a diner. Something funny about her. Just showed up one day. Doesn't work, doesn't live anywhere as far as I know. Just around. Myself, I'd love to know who made all her beautiful clothes.
Ooh. Whoa, what is that? That is I'm gonna cover my face because scary.
I think that's one of the sword cards. It's one of the number cards.
What do you think? Should we approach her?
Sure, we can talk to the nice lady.
Let's talk to her.
You ask the woman if you may join her at a public bench.
You may. Lovely outside, isn't it?
Her eyes are a beautiful shade of brown. Beneath the yellow ribbon, a thick, fibrous scar wraps around her throat.
Weather like this, it reminds me of Paris.
Okay. That sounds like a rope burn to me.
Hmm.
You can see storm clouds on the horizon, and you don't relish the thought of being caught wandering this rocky seaside road in the rain.
Yeah, I have no skin
Fortunately,
to protect
you find the
my
lighthouse
bones.
door open.
Yeah, you don't want them to just wither away.
I don't want soggy bones.
You don't want them to
It's on
erode.
an ornate wrought iron spiral. You're breathless and feeling the strain on your knees. Rain already
my patella.
covers the walls outside. You can only knock on a heavy wooden door leading into the upper level. Muffled voices and light seep in beneath the door.
They open the door and I'm just like, yeah!
Looks like we got a visitor. Sounds like a man's voice, deep and rough.
Well, behave yourself. I'll open the door.
Another man, this one with a higher, more sonorous voice. I always behave myself. He feigns indignation, but his tone betrays affection instead.
I will wait patiently.
After a moment, the door unlatches from the inside and opens. The man before you is tall and muscular, with
Ooh.
a hint of a paunch beneath his wide chest.
That's all right.
The heavy iron knob on the door looks nearly dainty in his huge hand.
Didn't want to be out in this rain, did you? Come in.
Despite the rough exterior, this room looks like a well-appointed parlor. There's a rug on the well-trod wooden floor.
I feel like I'm listening to an episode of
enormously plush
Gunsmoke.
Couch. And sat upon it is a stocky fellow grinning through a great hazel-colored beard. Tea? He offers, hoisting a teapot.
You're just holding a teapot on the couch? Okay.
Yeah.
Been here long, or it must be lonely up here. What do you think?
Well, we can either have a son story or the lovers story.
You know,
I like the lovers.
I do too.
Yeah.
Oh, we manage.
The tall one sits on the sofa, casually wrapping an arm around the other lighthouse keeper.
The quiet suits us just fine.
He needs his quiet time. He's a writer. The tall
Ooh.
one grunts.
I dabble. But you must have some good stories from the road.
Well, I do have a few.
You wake up the next morning on their old sofa, still warm from an excess of tea. And cakes?
Tea and cakes?
There might have been little cakes.
There were little cakes.
Prodigious snoring rumbles in from the floor above you, and you quietly take your leave.
Yeah. The
Oh, yeah.
The two lighthouse keepers that gave me some delicious cakes.
Yeah, tea and cakes.
I always forget there's a Portland in Maine.
I know, right?
Oh, can I hitchhike? I'm gonna hitchhike. Anyone wanna pick up the skeleton? Do I have to, oh, I have to hold
You
it.
have to hold Q, yeah.
This is great.
Good job.
Yeah, right.
Hey, nice.
You know, I like to think that there's this 80-foot tall skeleton wandering like in Maine.
Yeah, and he just folds up into a regular sized car.
Yeah. All right, how do I get? Oh, he's taking me to Baston.
I'm going to Boston.
Baston. I'm gonna enter Baston.
Boston.
Well, actually, before I do that, I want to go over here.
Yeah,
Oh
get
God! There's this towering skeleton. He's gonna crush everything.
A dusty truck and a man on horseback pull up next to one another in front of the grocer. Suddenly, the driver and the rider, two wiry old men with identical haircuts, start shrieking at one another.
That sounds like Boston.
The man with the truck leaps into the street. "Brother!" he shouts. The one on the horse tumbles out of his saddle. "Brother!" he screams. They embrace in the road. 30 years, hollers the driver. The rider, tears streaming down over his face, corrects him. "No, 32.
Oh wow! Pay no attention to me. I'm a 300-foot tall skeleton. I know I said 300.
Everyone here
Yeah,
is
you did.
watching
Whatever.
as two older men cry and hug one another in the middle of Main Street. Cars and wagons
Say
are backing
cheese.
up. People are yelling.
Take a photo of us.
The driver begs you. Starts hauling a tripod out of the bed of his truck.
Hey there, giant skeleton. Can you take this picture for us? Yeah, I'm gonna take the picture.
Yeah.
Screw the rest of the traffic.
Brothers pose in
Oh, we
front
just
of
got some
traffic.
money.
Cry snot pouring out of their noses.
Christ not.
As angry passerby wave you out of the road,
You flip them
each
off.
brother presses a coin into your hand. When the traffic disperses, you realize they overpaid you quite a shocking amount.
All right. So now I have the story of the two brothers.
Yeah, two brothers.
Is there anything else over here? What's going on in New Hampshire? I want to collect some stories before I roll up into Boston.
Not a whole lot going on in New Hampshire.
I mean, that's like what actually New Hampshire is like. Hey, I need to get the soundtrack to this game.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna. There we go. All right, we're gonna.
Yeah, you can get the soundtrack on Steam.
Oh, damn. Okay. Boston. Red brick, green trees, blue sky. In this weather, Boston is beautiful. That is, until you make your way deeper into the city and get lost among the cramped, winding, shadow-haunted old streets.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so these little icons, like, there's not a whole lot of inventory and stat management. So that little money icon, it's either going to be full, half full, or empty.
Okay.
Same with the heart, same with the Z's.
Okay.
All of those icons are full.
Okay,
We just
so-
got paid by the two brothers.
So that's money, that's sleep, and that's spirit.
Health. Yeah. So when we get to big cities, we do have the option to earn money, but we can't fill up past full. So there's no point in doing the earn money.
Okay.
And when you take the earn money option in a city, it's grayed out forever.
Oh, okay.
So we're full on money, so we can leave Boston for now, and if we need money later, we can come back and earn money.
So, but if we explore, will that be grayed out forever? Do I get a story or what?
We get a story from exploring.
Okay, so we should at least explore.
Yes.
Okay.
This city is like no other you've been to. Crooked streets splay out in a maze of narrow passages, no two alike.
Yeah, that definitely
Soon,
sounds like Boston.
You find yourself in twilight, utterly lost. Bright light crests around one corner, a car approaching.
Do I want to get in the cab? I feel like that's going to cost money, and I don't want to do that. But I might get a story.
Might get a story.
Or do I want to keep walking?
Sun or moon.
Yeah. What do you think, chat? What do you think? Sun or moon? Keep walking or hail that cab? Because I am good for anything here. As long as I get some kind of a story. Like, that's what I want.
Well, we're gonna get a story regardless of what we pick.
Right. But do I want to get a taxi cab confession, or do I want to just run into some rando on the street?
Hmm.
God, this music is gonna be in my head forever.
Yep.
All right, Moon it is. Let's do this. So we're gonna get a taxi cab story.
Compelled
Yeah.
by the cold and foreboding night, you don't question it as you drag your bones into the cab.
My literal bones.
But you realize
Yes.
immediately how strange the vehicle is. It's a sleek thing, like a shallow parabola gliding over the street.
Whoa, okay.
Where to?
Where to, Mac?
Asks. You have to stop and think. Eventually, you name Boston Common, the only landmark you know in this town. He peels off silently. You feel the car move before you hear the engine.
Okay.
He takes you through ever odder streets, flanked by painfully clean, gleaming buildings and signage for businesses you don't recognize. Even the air seems different. It doesn't smell so sharply of gasoline and coal. Eventually, you come to a stop. The fare's in glowing numbers above his dashboard. It's much too high.
What? He fleeced me.
No charge,
Oh.
he insists. You look like you need a break. And then you find yourself on the curb at Boston Common, under thick moonlight, in a city much as you'd left it before.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
The
The
odd,
odd silent taxi cab.
All right. Let's see what's at the store. Hot apple cider, clam chowder,
Clam chowder.
Chowder.
Reuben.
scrambled eggs, Reuben.
Scrambled eggs.
So what does the food do?
So if we, for example, get caught by the train police and they beat us up,
I could throw clam chowder at them?
no,
Oh.
that's gonna take out some of our health.
Oh, okay.
So when that happens, when our health is down, we can come to a city, buy some food, re-energize.
Okay. Well,
But we don't need to right now.
Okay. I was wondering that, like, if the railroad cops were gonna come at me, I could throw hot clam chowder at them and make my escape.
Alas, no. This is not that kind of game.
That would be really great if I could just do that.
It would be pretty good. I agree. Not
Oh.
that kind of game, though.
What's going on over here?
This is our very first character that we are meeting.
Well, then let me get this over here first. Let me wander across the street, my
Okay.
900-foot tall skeleton.
Yep.
He leans against a fence and turns to face you as you pass him by. At his back is a bag full of birdseed. He assures you that the gawky birds perching on his body are the last remaining passenger pigeons.
Oh, I thought they were extinct.
They look extinct to you?
You're not sure those dull gray pigeons look anything like the pictures you've seen of passenger pigeons, though you can't help thinking they stare at you a little too intently.
Say, you like birds?
Yeah, who doesn't like birds? They're birds.
Birds are great.
They're lovely creatures. Guileless, really.
Hunted damn near to extinction, weren't you?
Aww.
He strokes one of his birds under the chin. You think you see drips of blood
Oh no.
flecking the creature's dirty gray head.
Oh no.
You sense it's about time you start moving on.
You be kind to the little birds now, you hear?
You hurry along the road, though the flapping of ungainly wings seems to follow you for hours.
Aw, now I'm sad. Oh, what is that? What do I have?
Oh,
above my-
you're sleepy.
Oh, so how do I sleep?
You can go to camp.
Is that like?
It's right there in front of us.
Oh, where our pal is?
Yeah, where we meet our first pal.
I'm just gonna stand in traffic. Get out of the way! Quinn. Oh,
Hey there, stranger. You're welcome to enjoy this fire with me, if you're respectful, that is.
I'll be plenty respectful.
This here is my spot, and I ain't inclined to share it with any bad characters. You can call me Quinn.
I will do that. I like your dogs, Quinn.
These here are my venturing companions. Cass is the big un, and the one with the spots is Flip.
Flip. Does he
I
do
usually
them?
beat my way on the rails, but the road news said this town was fat, and the weather was fine. So I'm taking in the sights and seeing what I can drum up. Hey, tell me a funny story. You seem like you still got a sense of humor.
I am a skeleton. We are renowned for being funny. Okay. I need a funny story. So, alright. Here are the stories you've collected so far. They're organized by subject because the boss likes the tarot cards.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the subject of each story here. If you tell this person a story about love, for example, they will tell you something from their own life relating to the subject of love. Poor things. As the night goes on, this icon will move left to right. When it reaches to the right side, the night is over, and so is your storytelling. The person you're talking to will usually tell you where they'll be next, so you can find them again. If you tell them the types of stories they request, you'll gain their trust, and the eye will open. When it opens fully, the next time you meet them, they'll open up more about their life. They'll remember this from conversation to conversation, so don't feel you need to open the eye all the way the first time you meet someone. Dance around, get to know them. Alright, do I have a funny story?
I don't think we do.
That doesn't seem funny. We'll tell the story of the seagull. No. Two brothers. That's not. Tell the story of the lighthouse people. Tell the story of the elegant woman. No. Ooh, none of these are funny. Okay.
Yeah, no. Probably the closest one is going to be the bootleggers.
Alright, so this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this.
Not sure I quite follow that one.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Quinn.
yeah, no. Like, the only drawback with this game, and I don't really think it's a drawback because it's kind of nice that it relies on you to remember.
Right.
It doesn't tell you what kind of stories they are. You can kind of get some hints from where they are in the tarot deck, but
Yeah.
that doesn't always help.
Okay.
Authority, bosses and such.
But the characters will tell you what it is.
Yeah.
If that's what you're asking. I take care of myself and my dogs. I don't need no jocker looking out for me. So if you're offering, don't. Shoot, I thought I told you to be respectful.
I'm trying. I'm sorry.
You want to keep enjoying my spot or not? Think about that.
Oh.
I want to hear one of them venturing tales. Got any?
Okay, adventure. This one seems like it would be an adventure. The
Sure.
boy who ran away. Because otherwise, taxi cab, seagulls, maybe, but no. Tell the story of the. Okay, this one seems like the most adventure-ish.
Yep.
Ain't life got enough tear-jerkers in it without telling stories like that?
Well, that's a sad
Jeez.
story.
Okay, well, shit.
Freedom.
It's fine.
Well, teacher used to talk about freedom like America was eat up with it. But the tramping kind seems to be just about the only real freedom still in supply.
Hey, guess what? It doesn't get better.
Ain't no freedom from an empty stomach or bad weather, unless you're rich.
Yep.
Hey, do you got any really thrilling stories to tell? I'm hankering for one of those.
Alright, thrilling. Oh, maybe the old silent taxi cab, or
That one might be scary.
tell the story of the elegant woman in the small town near Portland, Maine. She's the one with the rope burns.
Yeah.
Let's try this one.
Okay. And, like, even if Quinn doesn't like the story and they say, hey, be
Was a downer.
respectful,
Give me a
they're
good
not gonna be
venture
mad at
tale
you.
Instead any day.
okay, that's a sad story.
Sad. Well, so you think just 'cause I'm young, I gotta be sad, crying after my mama every night.
No.
No, bud, I don't think that.
I don't need you looking after me, so if you're offering, don't. And
I
thought
wasn't.
I told you to be respectful.
I was.
What you really ought to be asking yourself is if you want to keep enjoying my spot or not.
I do.
I
I'm in
do.
the mood for something real funny like.
Well, I've got news for you, kid.
Maybe the brothers.
Alright, you know what? Sure. It's hilarious. A 30-foot skeleton
too
came
much
up.
out of tales that are so cheerful. Not enough excitement for me.
Oh my
Well,
god.
that's a happy story. It's fine. We barely have any stories.
I know.
There ain't no way I'm gonna start jaw-flapping about those bastards. Judases, the lot of them. Enough said.
All right. Request.
Hey, tell me one of those exciting stories.
Oh, an exciting. God damn it. All right. Guess what? We'll do this one, I guess.
Sure.
I'm waiting for him to tell me well, wait. Here we go. This might be scary or exciting. Let's do this one.
Yeah.
I've decided.
Okay.
Whoa, quite a
Oh, shit!
We got one.
Oh shit!
That was an exciting story. Okay.
What's my future look like? I ain't looking for a traveling companion, if that's what you mean. I do fine by myself, so just stick to minding your own. Well, night's over. I think I'll see what's happening up the road this way.
We didn't sleep though. Okay, so he's going down to Maryland. Okay.
Didn't understand all your stories, but I'd gladly listen to more if I see you again. The tramping life suits me just fine. Every day's adventure.
Yeah, it's an adventure.
Things being so depressed, folks walk around like it's the end of everything good. But it ain't. Plenty nice things to see if and you know where to look.
Okay.
Bye, Quinn.
The Hobo Kid.